G'day everyone, my name is Curtis and welcome to an On the Back Wheel video. Today I'm going to be unboxing, installing and testing the Chigee Play. So what is the AIO-5 Play? Basically it's a smart device for your motorcycle that acts as a dash. It's waterproof, has inbuilt GPS, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. On top of that, there is voice control, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and anti-theft alarm, and you can connect tire pressure monitors to it, which I will be doing today. In my hot little hands, I have a few accessories. We have the external tire pressure sensors. I'm very keen to use those. We have a tempered glass film protector. I will definitely need that for the bush riding I do. We have a remote control. You can install that on your handlebars or anywhere you want. We'll see where I can fit that. And we also have a crossbar mounting base, which I'll use to put on the tower of my V-Strom. So who is this actually for? Well, a few people spring to mind. First up is just someone who wants to modernize their motorcycle. They got an old style dash and they want to add Android Auto and GPS capabilities. The next person is someone like me. So I run a mobile phone on my dash and honestly, it's not the best solution. It works. However, when it rains, you destroy your mobile phone. I have ruined one so far, and I've also vibrated the camera to death on one, and it's an extremely expensive proposition when you have to replace the camera on one of these new smartphones. All right, let's unbox the AIO-5 Play to start with. Some kind of information pack. Oh, it tells you to install some firmware and software. We will do that. User instructions. Blah, 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 blah. What we want is the actual unit. Okay, here it is. Looking very nice, guys. What do we got here? Okay, we got the power cord attached. Looks like it's the screw type there. I thought it'd be a little bit bigger. It's only about the same size as my phone, which isn't a bad thing, I suppose. There's a lot of room on my V-Strom to mount something. We got some zip ties, stickers. All right, this is good to know. This is for handlebars. You've got different size handlebars. Zip ties, okay, and that'll be for joining wires. Here's the accessory wire, and then hook it up to your battery as well, and then it's got the connection there for the back of the Chigee. That's a pretty long cable, so you'd easily get that to the back of your bike. And then we got a USB as well. Let's have a look at the external tire pressure monitors. I got these because I have no interest in the internal ones. It look like way too much effort. And if I wanted to change in between bikes, that'd be a massive hassle. Okay, that's it there. Quite small, aren't they? We got the remote control. We'll worry about that when we get to the actual bike. Same with the screen protector, they're all the same. Then the crossbar mount, we will open that up just to see how I'm actually gonna mount it. Oh, it's tiny. Okay, and that's the mount there. So I just delved deeper into the box and it comes with a pretty trick looking handlebar mount, and that's what those different size rings are for as well. And there's also like a little screwdriver and Allen keys to use so you can install it all. This looks like a ram ball mount, that kind of style on the back. But what I have to do, this is the crossbar mount. I just have to undo that and then screw this on, and then we'll chuck it on the bike. It looks like it's gonna be pretty easy. So all I had to do was remove these 3 screws, take off the ball mount, put my crossbar mount on, and then tighten it using the same 3 screws. Chigee provides you with the tools required, which is a nice touch. Just while we're here, I'm going to connect my USB. I'm going to use that just because the V-Strom's got a 12-volt USB port already installed. Maybe down the track I'll use the accessory too for the power, and that just screws in like that. All right, let's install this sucker. I have to take off the screen on my bike in order to get to the crossbar, but if you're putting it on your handlebars or you have a different bike where you can reach the crossbar easier, you probably don't need to do that. So that's the back there. Let's put that through there. I think I'll run it behind. It's all personal preference though, and varies per bike. Let's just put that one in. So it comes with 2 different screws, one for 16 mil and one for 12 or anything in between there. We'll do it just loosely so I can adjust it, and then we'll get it all spot on. So I've squared it up and tightened it up. it looks great, and it's absolutely rock solid. I've just run the cable down the front, down to my USB for the time being. In the long term, I think I'll definitely run it under the tank and to the battery. So now it is time to fit the tire pressure sensors. I'm very excited to see how these work. It should be really simple, but sometimes things aren't so simple. Let's try and connect them up and put them on. I'm gonna fly up the seat of my pants a bit here. Just go to settings, I think it's features. TPMS, sounds good. So what I've done is just selected it on the dash. Now I'm gonna screw it in and see if it works, I suppose. It has worked, okay? That was pretty easy. All I did was select it, pair, then hit the button and it said screw it in. So now I'll do the rear and see if that works as well. They come with a lock nut. I'll put them on. You can always take them off easy as. Don't want your new sensors flying down the road, that'd be awkward. Screw that on. There we have it, it's all working on the dash. Front tyre, rear tyre. It's currently in Fahrenheit, so we'll change that. Celsius, sweet, how good is that? Next we have the wireless remote. Now this is on like a little metal bracket, it's pretty trick. You can flip it around and do it at different angles and stuff like that. I'm gonna try put it on my left mirror bolt. Look, if it doesn't go on, it doesn't go on. I'm not really worried if I have this or not, but I'm gonna try fit it anyway. I'm not sure exactly what it does. We'll have to read through the instructions yet, but we'll try get it on and go from there. So where I'm trying to install it is here. Left hand mirror mount should be perfect there. Whoop. Only problem is they give you the spacer. There's a little tiny spacer. That one there. They try and keep it away from all your gear. But once that is on there, like so, my bolt's not long enough. So I'll see if I got a longer bolt. If not, I'll try dodgy something up. So I've foregone the spacer and just put it straight in there. I think it's gonna work. It's a pretty nice spot right there. That's just bending the bracket ever so slightly around my handlebar, which is completely fine. Just trying to be really gentle. All right, cool. That's pretty good there. Let's try hook it all up. Features, remote control, pair. Press any on the button. Okay. Oh, it's paired. Okay, that was all a bit too easy. Everything just hooked up seamlessly, including the phone. So what I'm gonna do now is go for a ride, and we've got some testing that I wanna do when we're out on the road. So let's go do that now. This is the main dash here. It's got your speed, tire pressure. I don't know really how to use this yet, so I'm just gonna click on stuff. No, that did nothing, that did nothing, that did nothing. Oh no, that goes to your values. Low pressure value, high pressure value, PSI, Fahrenheit and all that, that's cool. All right, it works with gloves. That's one of the first things I wanted to test, so that's good. Yeah, it seems to work fine with gloves. And then we've got here, this is your phone. Yeah, sweet, that seems to work nicely. Now, one of the really important things for me is it responsive? If something isn't responsive, I don't want to use it at all. I mean, it seems fine so far. Absolutely fine. Okay, let's go to Gaia. Gaia's a good test because it has a lot going on. Yeah, that's instant, which is good. Yeah, sweet. All right, I'm really happy with that. Now, something else I want to test is the brightness. Today's a bit of a cloudy day, so it's not a great day, but on my phone, let's take off and have a little ride. On my phone, I find it's not bright enough, and I can't see it a lot of time because it doesn't seem to handle glare very well. This is definitely much brighter. Definitely much brighter. I've got it set on auto brightness. So the wireless remote, I don't know if I need this yet, but let's have a play with it. So we're in the Android Auto at the moment. Hold it, yep, goes back to here. Interesting to note that my GPS isn't working yet. I'll have to look into all that. Early days, I literally only just installed it, so we'll see how we go. And I can answer calls, hang up, go backwards, and I can go back to Android Auto here. Oh yeah, then I can select stuff and go into them. Oh, I've got a phone call. I'm going to decline it. How do I decline it? I declined it. Alright, this seems really pretty quick to use. If I want to go home, I can reach forward and do that. And then I can change
Well, that's pretty much as bright as it's going to go. See, it's an auto brightness. I got that as the background. You can change them as well to different backgrounds, like that. Well, that's pretty bright. I might just put that back on the one I had it on. And here's like a different one. It gives you speed, engine temperature, throttle. So I know some bikes you can hook it into the cams or something like that. 22 degrees front and rear. Need some pressure in the rear, don't I? Front as well. It's got a vibration alarm too. I really wanted to test if it worked with gloves and if it was clear to read. Very clear to read, and waterproof, which is a big one. Righto, let's ride back to my house and then I'll give you some further thoughts on the Chigee Play.
Alright, I am back from my ride and going to give my initial impressions on the Chigee Play. Now bear in mind, this is not a review. I'm going to do that down the track. This is just my initial thoughts. First up, it is fast and responsive. Big tick in the box there. If it's slow, I just wouldn't run it and I wouldn't put up with it. So that's good to know. Easy to use. Everything's simple. One button to go to home, another button just to go into your Android Auto. And also it works with gloves. Very important on a motorcycle. Phones, man, like they are painful to use with gloves a lot of time. I know people just cut out fingers in their holes and that, forego safety just so they can use their phone properly. So that is good. The screen is really bright and colorful too. This is a cloudy day. I'm keen to see how it works on a really sunny day, so we'll test that out in the long term. The GPS isn't working. This is a pre-production unit, so I'm not sure if that's why. I will contact Chigee and look into that. Really, I would like this to have standalone GPS that you don't have to rely on your phone for. So I will look into that and update that in the comments or in a long-term review. So I tested out my earbuds, which would in turn be your headset or your center or something like that. They're still just connecting straight to my phone. That is good in that it's not causing any conflicts with any other Bluetooth devices, and it's just boom, works straight away. Audio is on. I don't have to choose like which Bluetooth to use. Annoyingly though, I can't change volumes or anything like that on here. I think you should be able to somehow, like surely that's an option. Because for me, this is a chance to get the phone off out of here so it doesn't get damaged and doesn't clutter up the dash. Leave it there all the time, phone just goes in your pocket, in your backpack, or even in your jacket or something like that. So yeah, I can't change the volume unless I'm touching my phone. So I'm gonna reach into my pocket or try and get it in my jacket or something like that. And for me, when I'm riding off-road, it's hot here. I don't wear a jacket a lot of the time, so the phone is either in my backpack or I can't get to it. So yeah, that's something we'll have to look at in the long term. Right, everyone, that is my initial impressions on the Chigee AIO-5 Play. Bit of a mouthful, but a really nice product it seems. Still got a lot of testing to do. I'm not going to give a recommendation or anything yet. I can just tell you that it's fast, it's responsive, everything hooks up well, and I can't wait to test it some more. If you've used one, let me know in the comments down below. This one's not out yet. They have a previous model with like cameras and other stuff, which is of no interest to me. Like I don't want to put cameras on my bike or blind spot monitoring. I just want to ride. This is just a way to have a waterproof GPS and device up front for me. So let me know if you used one in the comments down below, and let me know what you think of the product. All right, if you haven't, make sure you click that subscribe button and keep it on the back wheel. All right, catches.